I'm Dr. R.T. Good, and I have the pleasure of serving as Dean for the College of Business and Management at Lynn University. You know, this past year upended many of our lives, and we had to learn to do things differently. For instance, things like this became a necessary and required part of our fashion ensemble. At Lynn University, we also learned to take our annual fashion show and put it online as a virtual fashion show. It was very successful, and we were pleased with the results and the work of our students. And so this year, we've decided to do it again and to continue a new tradition at Lynn University with our annual virtual fashion show. And so it's my pleasure to welcome you today to this, our second annual virtual fashion show at Lynn University. It is Surreal. Welcome.
I'm Dr. Andrew Bernstein, Associate Professor in the College of Business and Management, and welcome to Surreal! This is our second annual virtual fashion show. Last year was a great success with Reclaim the Runway, our first attempt to bringing you a virtual fashion show during COVID, showcasing fashion technology, to bring you into 4 distinct realms, to showcase fashion like you've never seen it before. It's going to be surreal, and we want to welcome you to our show.
Eco-Craft, a collection curated by the Smithsonian Women's Committee, where eco-conscious collections become wearable art, all made in America.
What is the easiest fabric to work with? I work with the fibers, and those are pretty much natural, sustainable fibers as superfine merino wool, natural silk, recycled silks from India, and vintage silks. So pretty much all natural, sustainable fibers I love to experiment with, and I love to bond them in my project. Where do I find my inspiration? The inspiration is coming from materials I use and pretty much from visual images I see every day from culture, music, movies, books, and pretty much everywhere. What piece I'm most proud of my collection? So all my babies, I love them equally. I would say my favorite pieces are the pieces that I spend the most time for. The 3D pieces that they're like time consuming, because when I create them, I create every tiny 3D piece and then incorporate in the project. What's my intake for the future of the fashion? I think the fashion gonna slow down, and the one part would be more functional and more sustainable, more technological and futuristic, and the other part that would be, I would say, like a counter movement would be more artistic, sophisticated, complex, more like ancient time, like Baroque and Rococo, something like that. And what is the one piece of advice I would give to the new generation of designers? I would advise to follow your vision and develop your own unique voice. Just follow your own unique voice. Thank you so much for having me.
Kaleidoscope. Collections inspired by an explosion of color from one-of-a-kind vintage pieces. Part fantasy, part art to wear, exuding glamour and playfulness all at once.
Look at the flowers pop out at this incredibly sequined pants. And she has a colorful pink bag and the Santa Angelo beautiful top tube tank top. Isn't she incredible? She looks great. She is really the epitome of kaleidoscope in this segment, Kaleidoscope on Surreal the Show. Stay tuned, we got more coming at you. And who thought cashmere could be so in style? From Saints Valley in the Washington, D.C. area, this is cashmere at its finest. Katie is wearing this beautiful cashmere scarf, which really is a cape. And it's so beautifully done over these white leggings. So chic, so fantastic. And it really pops out in our kaleidoscope scene, all on Surreal, the show.
sea of reality. In the depths of the ocean, when light creates rhythmic pulses of colors, these collections weave an oceanic symphony, continuously transforming themselves like the waves of the sea.
Surreal visits the Sea of Reality in this incredible Bollywood-inspired dress. Peacock blue, sequins, sapphires, and a tiara. This is what Kennedy is wearing as she is the bride of all the world in this incredible look. Sea of Reality meets Sea of Tranquility in Surreal, the show.
Comes down the runway in this JC Beach, ballet-inspired long wrap coat. Beautiful, exciting, and something you can wear anytime. T is for terrific. In this white and green Museo Couture t-shirt. It's something you wear during the day or cover it up with a fun sports jacket at night.
And Jordan is wearing this incredible blouse from Museo. But what he's really wearing or holding is really cool. It's an innovative skateboard made out of American maple. And guess what? One of our students at Lynn University, it's his board, his innovation. So guess what? You don't even have to model in the show to be innovative and have your wonderful things in our show. We got it here. It's all in Surreal. See it now.
reimagined, the Stargate opens to a futuristic dimension where fiction and fashion design meet. Fashion design merges with engineering, science, and technology to create an interactive user experience.
My name is Anouk Wipprecht. I'm a fashion tech designer. I am from the Netherlands originally, but currently I live in Florida in the United States. I work on things like wearable robotics, so things that sort of live on the body and that are based on electronics and coding and often 3D printed. My designs sort of breathe and sense and like react to the environment around them, and that's really much fun to work in this way, because one day you're like coding, the other day you're like sewing stuff, or designing or 3D modeling, or there's always something to do. I think it's really important what Lynn University is doing at the moment, like reimagining the catwalk, especially in our times of COVID-19 and sort of the global crisis. Lynn University is not like just sitting it out, waiting until COVID is over. They are actually very actively like sort of approaching this notion of like what can we do virtually and what can we do through digital means. And that is really like out of the box thinking, instead of like waiting until we can go back to our old ways. What can we do in the current situation to level up this field and to work on new innovative ideas? And that is really important if you're working with technology and on the field of innovation. You're never working with the status quo of what is currently happening. You're always thinking ahead, like 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, like 50 years ahead of potential sort of cases that new technologies can be used, and that is what they are at the moment doing. And I highly support that, being an innovator myself. It's really all about having a mindset. You can just do nothing, and wait until like society is changing, or you can actively participate and trying to change the world with a group of people, sort of, and that is what often happens with innovation. You never know exactly where a certain piece of technology or a certain idea will be fruitful, or at any point of time, at what point of time sort of it will be fruitful. But just like imagining it and like reimagining certain things like Lynn University is doing at the moment, that's just really important for any kind of innovation. What Lynn University is doing at the moment is really wonderful. They are reimagining the catwalk and the way we currently showcase fashion, which is often in a physical location or recorded or something like that. Instead, they are trying with their students to take it to sort of a virtual platform and explore with the tools that they have around them and that they have access to. How can they create this sort of almost virtual catwalk? And I myself am super excited to see the results because they have been working very hard on this.
Dressex is the first international digital fashion multi-brand retailer that carries digital fashion collections for most well-known contemporary brands, born in the physical world and in digital space. The grand finale, from the impossible to possible. Come with our students as they create an ambiance for high fashion and return to normalcy. From fiery gowns to black tie and tails, the portal opens for a very last time to beam them back to reality. On behalf of Lynn University's College of Business and Management, we want to thank you for traveling with us through the surreal world of fashion. For more information on Surreal the show, students, faculty, models, designers, and crew, please look forward to Surreal the Digital Journal, which will be appearing online very soon. We hope to see you next year for our continuing tradition and third annual virtual fashion show. Please stay safe and well, and good evening.
Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know if I'll ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, really wanna know if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high. Even if the sky is falling down, even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down.